Indeed, folks, it's John Pettipas recording. It's now 2 minutes before 8 o'clock in the evening on Wednesday night, Ash Wednesday, the second day of March 2022. Social media is no place for the faint of heart. And I'm certainly not a faint of heart or you got to have an alligator or a rhinoceros hide, something like a defense lawyer in a courtroom. You got to have a thick hide. So anyway, some of the comments I'm hearing, okay, when Ukraine, that's over there, I made a comment back, so wasn't Hitler over there. Somebody puts in the group, well, Hitler wasn't so bad unless you were Jew, but then that was over in Europe and not here in North America. Quote, Hitler wasn't so bad as long as you weren't a Jew of the Jewish and faith and national ethnicity, and that was over there in Europe, not here in North America. I don't care if some of these people never talk to me again. Doesn't fizz me one bit. Now, as of about 48 hours ago, there were 400,000 Ukrainian refugees in the wonderful nation of Poland, and 100,000 in, I think, assortment countries. Hungary comes to mind as one, which Hungary, the nation of Hungary, borders onto Ukraine, the nation of Ukraine. Just a piece now in the PBS NewsHour, what mother goes through with her little kids, and father with his wife and little kids, and so on. I think one kid was 1 year old, another kid was 3 or 4 years old. Of course, I've known many Syrian refugees, and they've went through hell too. So as bad as what Ukrainians are going through right now, and in some cases even worse. Living one family I know was in Jordan, small, relatively modest nation. Jordan had a huge number of refugees. They still have a lot, and they lived in very modest circumstances, but they survived. They held together. They held together and kept looking forward to the future. Now, when people dismiss the freedom of Ukraine, the day will come, your province, your town, your rural area, somebody else cold-hearted will dismiss the freedom of your rural area, your small town, or your province, or state, or nation. And this here is very serious stuff. There is now, they estimate it could be up to I've even heard numbers as, I was going to say 3 or 4 million. I've heard numbers as high as 5 million displaced people, refugees out of a nation of 44 million people in Ukraine. So that basically means 1 in 10, or one in every nine and a half Ukrainians would be displaced out of their country. And they're just brutal. This is Ash Wednesday, and the Russians will come in, and men, women, old, young, girls, boys, doesn't matter. They just pound the place to powder. Pound the place to powder. So anybody that's that ignorant out there that doesn't realize how serious this matter is, and that I repeat, prayers, wonderful, the most powerful thing in the world, but they need weaponry. The only thing the Russians will recognize is brute force. Nothing else. Nothing else. Brute force. Same as Hitler. Same as Al-Qaeda, ISIS, the Taliban, the Communist Chinese. Brute force. Nothing more. Not a pleasant subject. But with that, I got to go. It's John Pettipas. It's now brief by my standards. I'm about 4.5 minutes, 5 minutes in video. And share the video far and wide. All the best. God bless. And you can be your warm homes, watching your sitcoms or silly little stuff. But there's people in the world that have it tough. And if we don't do something about it now to help them, the day will come. You'll have it tough. I'll have it tough. We'll all have it tough. With that, I got to go. All the best. God bless. Thank you.